We in this for the fighters to win. We want the fighters to make a ton of money. So the ultimate goal is
The ultimate goal is to teach him how to get, make money and save money, because that's what we want to do for our fighters. We want them to win so they can make a ton of money. He should be a millionaire by the time he is 18 because he is only 17 years old. Floyd Mayweather drops a shocking bombshell about the possible fight between Gervonta Davis and Curmel Moton. Mayweather's nearly unrivaled success and his profound influence on popular culture made his current level of influence inevitable, and it also meant that people were still trying to imitate him everywhere. Devin Haney and Mayweather are moving almost exactly in the same tank because of how much cue Haney has taken. Though often referred to as Mayweather's protege, Davis is a fighter cut from a different cloth. This resemblance is mostly due to the fact that Mayweather previously supported Davis, which created the impression that the two were close. Meanwhile, one of the best young fighters in the world, Moton, is fast becoming the most likely successor to Mayweather's legacy. The featherweight claimed, sounding as though he had learned from the fighter whose discipline complemented the innate talent that made him the best in the world for 10 years, that he was working hard on, developing every day, and definitely honing his talents. He continued, "I'm working on everything in this sport. You know what it takes? You have to dedicate yourself. It's not just a sport. I believe in myself because I've seen my teammates work hard and dedicate themselves. It's not that difficult." At the time of Moton's birth in 2006, Mayweather was winning bouts against Zeb Judah and Carlos Bellemamir. Before Moton turned 1, Mayweather had already defeated Oscar De La Hoya, and by the time he turned 2, he had defeated Hatton Ricky, following Mayweather's victory against Shane Mosley. Moton's father, a professional barber, exposed his young son to old bout tapes and the art of Mayweather's fighting for the first time. According to Moton, "My dad helps me remain on course. Without him, it would be harder, but I know what I want to do, and I don't want to disappoint anyone. I also know that I need to concentrate since my goal is to win a world championship one day, so I'm on the correct route." Leonard Ellerbe, the former CEO of Mayweather Promotions and a major influence on Mayweather and Davis's careers, recently stated that he and Mayweather are excited for Moton to become one of the few teenagers to ever win a world championship title, joining the ranks of Wilfred Bonnets. Known for his biased opinions on boxing, Pound boldly declared that he had already taken action to set up a fight between the accomplished American and Lee Wood, the current featherweight champion. Pound claimed that you don't need to fight for a title like Floyd did, saying that when he sparred with these guys, he was saying, "Moton's the real deal." Moton has faced off against players like Davis, Steven "Shocker" Richardson, Hitchens, Kenneth Sims, and the powerhouse of Cuba. According to Robbie Z. Ramirez, Moton, "I was 15 or 16 when I sparred Tank." Recalling what followed a phone call from one of Davis's team, he added, "We went to the gym real late at night too. It was fun, and I was ready for the only thing he had me on was strength, but skill, wise, and speed. Wise, we were back and forth. I had a lot of fun in that spar and learned a lot when Moton was just 8. He stepped into the Mayweather Boxing Club in Vegas for the first time. There he witnessed Mayweather meticulously preparing for his 2015 bout with Manny Pacquiao, a fight that still holds the title of the richest in history," Moton reflected in 2024. "I was just studying him and watching how he did his camp. Not long after that, I started training at the gym and started sparring some of the kids they had. In there, I whooped on word, got back to Floyd. I become cool with everyone around the gym, and then I started going to tournaments and bringing belts back to the gym. Legend has it that one day Mayweather spotted Moton parading around with his championship belts. Intrigued, he invited him over to his car, handed him a hat. From that moment on, Mayweather became a generous sponsor covering Moton's tournament entry fees and flight expenses. But I think that is probably one of the biggest goals, I would say, outside looking in for boxers is to work with world champions, and you get to work with one of the greatest of all time. So how has that experience for you been? And what is the biggest piece of advice that Floyd has given you for inside the ring and outside the ring? The experience has been great. I've got so much experience from Florida. I feel like it just puted to me ahead of the game. Compared to the other fighters that are my age, with the same level of experience and stuff. And he just told me to always believe in myself and just whatever I want to do, just completely Focus on it and I'll achieve it. You got to focus, put your mind to it, and you know, like they say, whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. When he was later asked what made Moton stand out to him, Mayweather answered in a hungry manner, "Hunger has always aspired to be the best. Even as an amateur, he has defeated numerous champions. I only want the best for him, but he is extremely talented." When asked about Moton on another occasion, Mayweather said that if given the chance, he could be the next Floyd Mayweather. Years after their first encounter, Moton emerged as one of the most promising young talents in the amateur boxing world. By the time he turned professional in September 2023, he had already amassed an impressive record of 61 wins and 3 losses. Mayweather's stake in Moton could be significant given his past disagreements with Davis as Davis's success grew. The intense focus and unrealized potential that have long been absent from the turbulent alliance that has defined Ryan Garcia and De La Hoya's relationship appeared to be harnessed by the synergy between him and Mayweather. Mayweather's long-standing foe. My dad moved me to Vegas because he always wanted me to be a boxer, and he knew that out there in Utah there was no big boxing scene, so he moved us to Vegas and took me to the gym, Moton once explained. He added, "I fell in love with it. He decided to make it happen and to build our lives around boxing. This is really all I know. I have always felt comfortable in the gym. If I miss a day training, I won't feel right. It has been like that since the very beginning. I've always wanted to do it and make it my life." Meanwhile, Curmel Moton continued his winning streak with a dominant performance against Nikolai Bolin in California at just 18. The boxing sensation made his debut in the lightweight division, delivering a powerful first-round knockdown and clinching a decisive second-round win when the referee intervened. Moton said he had a lot of experience, but I knew I was going to come out here and handle business. I've had pressure on me. My whole life, I've always had that Mayweather name on my shoulders. I'm used to it when they call my name again. I'll be here, and I'll put on another good performance ringside. Floyd Mayweather Jr. enthusiastically cheered Moton on. And after the battle, he couldn't contain his pride in the way Moton performed, remembering how he had helped the young boxer at his famous gym. "Man with rats, how are you feeling, bro? First round knockout." "Yeah, it's great. I like the pros, and I feel like this is for me. When are you ready to go back in there?" "Hey, talk to the man right there. You'll find out that he had high expectations. But did you anticipate a first-round knockout like this guy got him out of there in 1 round? We had a game plan to come out and always establish the jab. But I'm proud of him tonight. As I mentioned earlier, we have a crazy team that believes in each other, sticks together. And this remarkable victory follows his earlier victory over Anthony Cuba, which was a part of the Timzo Sebastian Fandora undercard, even though he missed chances to showcase his skills. On marquee events such as the Canelo Alvarez-Haim Longi bout and John Davis's title defense on June 15th, Moton's latest win serves as a powerful testament to his potential. Mayweather said, "I'm happy that I was able to be a part of his life and take him to that next level. He wanted to be great. He's boxed so many different champions throughout the